Hi and welcome to the Diocese of Paisley podcast. In this episode I speak to the Youth Commission and Father Ryan about the Advent retreat that was organised at St Mirren's Cathedral in Paisley for primary 4 to primary 7 age group. I also speak to the children who attended the retreat. First, I speak to the volunteers from the Youth Commission and Father Ryan.
Hi, I'm Kerry Miller. I am part of the Youth Commission for the Diocese of Paisley. I have been involved with the Diocese of Paisley Youth since 2016, and I'm also the Principal Teacher of Religious Education at St Columba's High School in Gourock.
My name is Orla and I'm just a new member of the Youth Commission, and this is the first event I've been involved in today.
Who is the retreat aimed at?
So the Advent retreat we've got on today is for primary school children in primary 4 to primary 7.
How do you think today's retreat has gone? Do you think it's been a good attendance for today?
Yeah, it seems to be well attended today. We've got a good sign up and the kids all seem to be enjoying it that are here so far. Still going on today, but they all seem to be enjoying and engaging well with the different activities and getting to learn more about the joyful mysteries of the Rosary as well.
It's great for us to see some of the kids who are regular attenders here, which just goes to show that they must feel that they do benefit and they learn something from the day, but also must find it fun and enjoyable as well. And of course it's great to see some new faces too.
I'm here with Father Ryan Black, who's one of the organisers of the Advent retreat. First of all, who came up with the idea to start the retreat?
So the Advent retreat for primary school children has been running now for a few years. It's under the auspices of the Diocesan Youth Office. So until very recently, the Vicar Episcopal for Youth was Father John Morrison, and he and his team had organised these events in the past. But just recently I became the new Vicar Episcopal for Youth, and so our newly formed Youth Commission have arranged this retreat and everything that goes with it.
Who is the retreat aimed at?
So the Advent retreat that we have every year at the moment is aimed at children in our diocesan primary schools, and indeed anyone else who would like to come along, as long as they're in primaries 4, 5, 6 or 7. They're most welcome, if they're in those classes, to come along to these retreat days.
Why do you think it is important to hold the retreat?
Yeah, a number of reasons that it's important, I suppose. First of all, and most spiritually, we want to help these children to prepare for the great season of Advent and latterly the great season of Christmas. So this year, the theme of the retreat has been the joyful mysteries of the Holy Rosary, and we're thinking that might give us a great structure for the other retreats that happen later on in the church's year, because we might look at different mysteries of the Rosary that are appropriate for that time of the year. It's important spiritually for them, of course, because we're teaching them more about the Christmas story and everything that happens before Christmas. We're also teaching them how to pray the Rosary if they haven't already prayed the Rosary at home or in school. We're giving them a gift of rosary beads and a how to pray the rosary gift that they take home with them, which is obviously very important. That's the kind of legacy idea, that they take this away and they might introduce others, including their family members, to the rosary. But also, and very importantly, we feel as a youth commission that fostering faith is very important, but the other really important element of these days is developing friendships. So we want these young people, even at this early age, to know that they're not the only ones who are taking their faith seriously. Many of them are really well formed in the faith already, and that's testament to their teachers and their families. But also there are some children here who are coming without much experience of the faith life outside of what's happening in school and perhaps what's happening at Mass on Sunday. So we want them to know that there are other young people just like them at their age that are taking the faith seriously, and hopefully that will then help them to develop friendships with these young people.
Are you going to be doing these retreats annually?
Yeah, absolutely. So the plan at the moment is to have 4 retreats annually, one in Advent and then another in late January. Then we have another planned for Lent, and then finally one after Easter, round about Pentecost time. And each of those comes at a significant moment in the life of the church, or indeed in terms of their school terms. and so they give us good moments to bring the children back together. The hope being, of course, that the children who are here today will continue to come, but also that word will spread and that more young families and young children will come along to these events.
And how do you think the day has gone so far?
So far, so good. We're halfway through, just over halfway through now. This is my first event with young primary school children as VE for youth, and so we were all quite nervous, but it's been great. The kids have loved it so far. We've had an introduction to the Holy Rosary. I've just finished speaking to them about the joyful mysteries in particular and how they are appropriate for us at this time of Advent. We're now praying the Rosary. The kids are in there just now with the Youth Commission praying the joyful mysteries, which is just wonderful and it kind of melts the heart. And then we've got a little bit of time to plan for Mass, and then we're going to move into St Mirren's Cathedral for Mass at 4 o'clock. And then we'll come back for another very important element of the day, which is pizza and chicken nuggets. And the children will have a wee bite to eat, and as a wee call to action then, reminding them that it's not just about today, but what they've learned today, hopefully they can then take home, they can take to their schools, they can take to their friends as well.
What would you say to someone of the age of primary 4 to 7 age group that might not have come to the retreat?
Come. So we'd say to any child in primary 4, 5, 6 or 7 to really consider coming along. Don't know how many children that age will be listening to the podcast, maybe some, but certainly we would hope many of the parents will be and family members. And if you have a child in your family at that age, we'd really encourage you to bring them along. Just keep an eye on your parish bulletins and on the diocesan social media. We'll be advertising these retreat events in plenty of time with lots of notice. But they're wonderful days, very uplifting, very hopeful. The things the children already knew about the Christmas story would amaze lots of people. So we want to encourage what they're already learning. But we also want to bring them along as best we can, because that's our job in the Youth Commission. So I just encourage you to bring them along to the next event.
Did you enjoy the retreat day today?
Yes.
Would you come back again to a retreat thing like this?
Yes.
What part of the day did you enjoy?
I enjoyed altar setting for the first time at St Mirren.
Did you enjoy the retreat today?
Yes, I did.
What was your favourite part about the day?
The Mass.
Why was it the Mass?
Because it was my first time serving at the cathedral.
Would you come back to a thing like this again?
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this edition of the podcast. We would appreciate it if you leave a comment on wherever you listen to your podcasts.